Hello, my name is Lizzie. Each week I'm bringing along a different origami fold to inspire you to take some time out for yourself, some self-care time. And when you're doing origami, you'll find with folding you can make beautiful, wonderful things, and you'll be concentrating so much on that you'll forget everything else. Very relaxing. Adding the folds just brings real relaxation. So I hope you're going to enjoy this. I'm so excited about this fold. And my thanks to Hungarian origamist Zsuzsanna Kricskovics, I hope that's pronounced correctly, for letting me share your amazing design. So this is a chicken, as you can see, lovely face. It looks like it's almost on a nest, and it's got some little wings, and hopefully, let's see whether this works, keep your eyes peeled. Oh, did you see? It laid an egg. It fell out pretty fast, so that's good for the chicken. So it is a little action model, so you get to make a chicken which also lays an egg. So all you need is a piece of paper. I'm going to show you from A4 paper, and then you'll need a pair of scissors towards the end, and that's it. You could maybe colour. This one I've done out of yellow paper. I will show you out of white, but there's also, if you have two-tone paper, then that's another thing. Let's see whether this, hey, did you see it laid an egg? We can make even a little tiny one, but I recommend starting off bigger, and then we will make the egg, and I'll show you how it works. So it's very relaxing, apparently inspired by traditional mechanisms, but everything is related to the traditional. People have learned things and passed them on, but this is a great piece of invention and design from Zsuzsanna. So grab yourself a board, something to press on, a piece of paper, and let's get folding. Here goes. Hope this will make you smile too. So I'm going to fold from just half a piece of paper. So I'm going to fold this in half. Just carefully lining it up. Good strong fold. Means you'll then be able to tear off along there. There we go. A little tiny nick there. Then you can tear off there. Right. So we're going to make a square for this half an A4 piece of paper. So I'm going to take a corner, line it up down there, take your time, lined up through the corner, good strong fold again, and we'll get rid of this rectangle, turning it over, and bringing it back. Bet you never thought such a thing would be possible from origami, chicken laying an egg. Which came first? And then we'll tear off that strip. So I hope this could be good timing to give you a little challenge if it's Easter time for you, but this is fun any time of the year. Okay, so I am going to take my piece of paper, and first of all I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to do it as rectangle. Now if you've got coloured paper, then this side would be white, and I would be folding, and then you'd start to see the colour on the other side. But I'm just showing you from plain paper. So we've done one line. I'm going to do the other. So it's practically across. That's it. Folding in half. Great. And then turning it over. So if you did have coloured paper, then this would be the colour on this side, and we're just going to do a diagonal and then the other diagonal. So one of these, it's called bases. So origami often starts off, of course, the same way, and then it starts becoming all sorts of different things. I'm never very good at remembering the names for these things. Right, so you did your horizontal and vertical, and then your diagonal. Right, so as it is now, I would recommend that you pop your finger underneath the middle, push, pop, and then as you push in the sides, it folds up to become a square. So a square is what you need. If it was a triangle, as I showed you, push underneath the bottom and it will pop into this shape which folds up to make a square. Right, our next step. So if you turn it round so that the loose bits are at the top, I think that will fare us well. And what we're going to do next is take that top leaf, and we're going to bring it down to the bottom. Looks a little bit like a boat now. You may well find that you can't go all the way. You don't want to tear the sides, so just go gently. I might bring myself down to the working down here. It's usually best on a surface, that's right. So bring it down towards the bottom, but go carefully as you fold down. That's it. Just take your time. Lovely. So looks like a boat. And then if you turn to the back, it's the same thing. This smooth side, we're going to take the top layer and bring back all the way down to the bottom. And as with before, be gentle at those corners because you don't want to tear anything. Just take your time. That's what's relaxing about it. There we go. Like so. So our next step is to leaf through to the smooth side. So I'm just going to turn a page till it's a smooth side. I'm going to turn it to the back and do the same thing. So here you can see these sides. Let's just tuck that away. Turn over a new leaf, as they say. That's it. There we go. Right, our next step is to take this top side and we're going to fold it in the middle line. Again, recommend a surface here. So I'm going to take this top open side and I'm going to bring it to the middle line like so, pressing it down. And the same thing with the other side. So this side, taking it across. Again, I'm going to have to go to solid surface. If you're pressing down, it can help. And then I'll show you. The great thing is with paper, you can reposition until you're happy. There we go. So it was taking these top sides and then folding to the middle line. They come together. So now if you turn to the back, it's the same thing. Taking this side and bringing it towards that middle line. Like so. Again, take your time. And then again, this line to the middle line. Let's see if I can do it to camera. No, let's put it down again. There we go. I'm sure you'll find the same. It's easier. Pressing down. Grab some coffee. There we go. Lots of talking today. There we go. So hopefully it's looking like that. Lovely. And then if you again sort of turn over a new leaf, turn over to this side and turn to the back, same thing again, turn through a leaf. So hopefully you're ending up with this side. It's got two little ears. So in a moment we're going to make one side will become a tail and the other end will become the head. So to do that, we're going to first of all take one end. I think we'll start with the back of the chicken. This is probably the best place to start. We're going to fold. Can you see I'm just bringing it down, tucking it down. This isn't its face, I promise you. We're starting at the other end. So I am bringing it down and I'm going to go to the point where this end of its tail lines up around that point at this sort of an angle. It's all a bit of an approximation. It always is with the animals. A little bit more leeway, but that's what makes it unique. So I sort of tucked it inwards so it's all nice and tucked away. And my next step is to have a go at making so that the tail folds round. So here I'm opening it up and I am going to take this and fold it inwards. I suppose so it touches there, but I'll just do a little bit of reshaping at the end. So I just folded it inwards and then you should be able to let's have it so it's the same way around. Then you should be able to just push it, push it together while putting this down. Now it all looks a bit too tucked in, so I am, beauty of animals is you can reshape a bit, so I am going to pull this tail bit out a bit, so I'm just moving that out a little bit more. so I can sort of see it a little bit longer, so you can really see the tail more. Can you see? So it's sort of curled round, but it's tucked away. Lovely. That looks good to me. So that's the back, that's the tail. Now we're going to work on the head, and we're going to start the same point just to match the other side. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to again I'm putting my finger in and I'm bringing it down to that sort of point, so it's about the same height. That's right, and the sort of, I suppose the head's just going naturally like that. It would be a bit of a big head. We don't want a big head for a chicken, do we? So great. So we're now going to make a little bit more of a shapely face, a little tiny beak, which will look quite cute. So how to do that? So we're going to go, so we're looking at this area. Now we're going to fold this inwards so that this sticks out. At the moment it looks like a little bit of a crest, but it will become its beak. Can you see? So I pushed it up inside itself. So it was down there, and I pushed upwards in on itself. You see I do less animal folds. There we go, a little bit sticking up there. And then this is actually the nice bit of its face, but we want the beak to stick out. It's going the wrong way, isn't it? So I'm going to then take this little bit that's sticking here and I'm going to pull it round, and I am bringing it so it sticks down to make a little beak. So it will be again something for you to play around with. You will get there. I think that looks nice, the little beak. It's a cute little face. That's it, we're almost there actually. We're doing really well. So next we're going to go on to the bottom of the chicken. No, well, we've done that area. I mean, we're actually going to work on its wings next. So first of all, bring up this, there's a loose flap there, so bring this all the way up. Now one option is you could just tuck it over there, or you can make it look more like a wing. So I think a wing would make sense, and I think how it's intended to be from Zsuzsanna. So I'm going to take this side, and I'm going to then take this side and fold it down to this line, like so. It's interesting to do this in the camera. That's it. There we go. And that's like a nice little wing. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So again, we're taking this loose flap and we're bringing it all the way up to the top. And you could tuck it in there if you wanted to, or you could make it into a wing. I'm going to make it into a wing. So I'm going to take this side and I'm going to bring it down to this line. All right, we're almost there. Obviously we need to make an egg and work out how this works. So you could also colour this in. This could be really nice to draw on feathers, little face. Right, you need your scissors now. This definitely needs a scissor moment, which I think is really fun. So we're going to, it's pretty much half that line we're going to cut. So I'm going to cut a vertical line there, which will give the sort of bottom for it to be able to sit on. And that little triangle at the bottom will be what we'll make into an egg. So here goes. Trying to be obviously nice and in line with everything. There we go. So I snipped it off, and that now is a really nice base for your chicken. Your hen, clearly it's a girl. And we've got this little triangle. Now this little triangle will be our egg. It's going to be a bit of a square egg, I know, but actually that will help the mechanism as to how it works. So how to make your egg. So we are going to take this little triangle, and it's quite little. I'm going to take this little corner and fold it down to there. As I said, we're making it a little bit of a square, but it needs to be able to work. There we go. So I folded that top corner and I brought it down to the bottom. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Again, bringing that down. I might just see what I'm doing. Definitely quite little. which is why if you're doing a really tiny bird, it gets a little bit tricky. As it turns to the back, same thing, this little corner down to the bottom, a straight line. We're almost there with our egg, and then how to make it work. Little action model. There we go. So this little tiny egg is got a symmetry of 4. Can you see? 4 little bits. Now for it to go inside the chicken, which can sit quite nicely, is this little area here. So effectively will line up. So how to explain? I'm going to get my little egg, and you should be able to fit, can you see, each side, down each side of the chicken. Feel around, you'll definitely probably find your tongue sticking out at this point. But hopefully you can get it so it goes in between there. Now you might want to push it down. It's going to slide down. So get it out of view, your egg. And then, oh, your little chicken can shift around. Hey! And the egg can fall out. Obviously you can keep your egg either inside it, so if you pick it up it's a surprise that it falls out. We can have it by it. It looks rather cute. And as I said, if you happen to have like two-tone paper, I mean actually wrapping paper will do this. You've got sort of white on one side and coloured on the other, but I think it looks lovely however you do it. Yellow I thought was quite nice. I made a little tiny one as well. So I hope this will give you hours of fun. Nice little present as well. You can pop it in a card because it flattens down and explain, here's a chicken that will lay an egg. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's been relaxing. Thank you. Bye bye.